Hello everybody and welcome to the Portland Pickles pregame show. Today I think we're going to call this one Unsolved Mysteries. On my right, the voice of the Pickles, Mike Chexx. And sitting in front of me is our one and only Coach Mags.
Mags, good to have you on again.
How are you guys doing?
Doing well. I know you don't like to dwell on the past, so we're going to leave last night's game as it lays, save for something that happened in the first inning. For those of you that watched the broadcast or were here live, you might have noticed there was a walk issued in the first inning where it seemed as though the walk was issued on a 3-1 count. Mags has the explanation for that, and I thought it would be best for him to explain that. So, Mags, what happened?
Yeah.
It was a time clock violation. You have a certain amount of time to have the first pitch ready to deliver the first pitch. We were late getting it in. I know there's some confusion, and it happens. We didn't see the warning that we were close to the time allotment. We didn't know they had called the ball on the first pitch, which we would have known then. So that's why I came out and had to question the call. You always got to fight for your players. But by the way, I don't mind dwelling in the past. I don't like to dwell in the past when we win because that day's gone. The losses are something to learn from them, right?
Okay.
If you want to be in the lineup, you want to be sitting in the manager's seat, you want to be coaching third base, you've got to be able to take the crookeds with the straights, right? So you got to answer for your failures. And last night we just didn't play. They played well. Give them credit.
Right.
But we didn't do all the little things. It was sort of like a trap game. You're coming off that game with Ridgefield and we got caught up and the emotion, and we just didn't compete very well. We didn't pay attention to detail. We lost our composure for the first time this year. And so those things were addressed in a SWOT analysis meeting prior to the game. And we'll be better tonight.
Right on. Looking forward to it. Real quick, still back on the first question, just a little more on that. You obviously get to come out and have conversations with the umpires from time to time. I, of course, can't tell what you're saying down there, and I'm trying to explain it to the folks at home who are watching. Can you maybe walk them through just like the small conversation that you had last night with our home plate umpire about that situation in the first inning?
Well, I just asked Chris, we have ball 3. He said, well, it's ball 4. I go, how do you got ball 4? We've got charts inside, and he goes, the first pitch was a ball because of the time restraint. And then, I said something like, how was your lunch today? I hope it was a good Friday. I said a lot of things to him that was like, I just wanted to know how his life was. I just wanted to make sure it didn't go bad for him all day long, and that's what the conversation was. We exchanged pleasantries.
Okay, fair enough. Looking through tonight's lineup, I saw we've got Andrew McKenna in the leadoff spot tonight. Been changing it up lately. What are you seeing in McKenna so far this season?
Well, McKenna's in the lineup at the top of the lineup because if you think about it, a guy that hits leadoff usually hits leadoff only one time, maybe twice in a game. He's got a high on-base percentage. Also, he's what I call a leadoff, which is a one-hitter, /4, because 7, 8, 9 in the bottom of the lineup is a 7/1, a 7/2, and a 7/3. So there's guys in the last part of the lineup that are on-base percentage guys. And if they do their job, that'll give McKenna and Lancaster, who's a 2/5, the opportunity to drive runs in. If you're going to be successful offensively, you need production, run scoring production out of 7, 8, 9. So those guys are really good players down there. Sometimes I ask them to take an ego check and hit down there so they can feed the top of the lineup in RBI situations.
Okay.
It's all about run production. On the other hand, it's our job not to let 7, 8, 9 hurt us on the other side of the coin, right?
Right.
So everything we do in an offense is based in threes. They call it the hybrid. I learned it a long time ago. I was raised by some really good coaches, some Hall of Famers in California as a young guy.
Okay.
This is no secret. I was taught this in the 70s and 80s. And I don't think any of you guys were alive then, but that's when I was learning how to do this. So it works, and we score a lot of runs. We don't strike out a lot, knock on wood. I think right now we still have more walks and strikeouts as a team, which is an incredible stat. So we're doing a lot of good things. Just last night we didn't do any good things last night. And I didn't manage well, we didn't coach well, we didn't play well. So it's my responsibility to get this thing going. And it's just a loss in the end, right?
Right.
You're going to lose baseball games.
Right. You said when we talked yesterday, you said in a baseball season, you're going to win a third, you're going to lose a third, and the important one's the third in the middle. And last night was just one of the third that's in the L column.
Our goal is to be no worse than 3-3 every week and 4-2 every week, and go from there.
Win the series. looking forward, and I don't know if you and the coaching staff have, I know that our fans were wondering about the Drifters games. Those have been rescheduled. They've been rescheduled for Monday the 24th and Monday the 31st. That makes the end of your season very rough. If I'm not mistaken, that's almost 2.5 weeks straight of playing without a day off.
That's how we started the season.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you taking steps at this point in the season to be ready for that part of the season, or is it still too early to do that?
We're starting to get some more guys, some more time, and you're going to have to earn your time, right? If you saw me last night in the 6th inning, I pulled a lot of guys. And that was just to send a message. I'm not going to lie to you. That's send a message like, hey, man, if you're not going to get it done, I got guys back here that can play. So it was a message being sent. You're going to earn your time here. There's nothing for free. It's not a welfare state, man. You got to earn it here.
All right. So, that makes sense.
And so if you earn it, you're going to play. If you don't earn it, you're not going to play. So you can rest when you're dead, right?
Yep.
We'll worry about resting somewhere in the fall. We're not going to worry about resting now.
Okay. Rest on the bus between venues, wherever you can get it in.
God bless my mom and dad, man. They worked. I think they worked 7 days a week. Sometimes those were hard-working people, and I know if they can do it every day, we can play baseball every day.
That's fair enough. We got one more. We got the softball, and I switched this up at the last minute. We've got a dunk tank here because it is Pickles State Fair weekend.
Oh man.
Of the coaches on your coaching staff, who would you like to see most sitting on the dunk tank so you could throw hoping to dunk them?
Oh man, I can't do that to Hop because Hop's my roommate for 8 years, and I can't do it to Coach Grant because he's a veteran and he's well respected. And I'm not saying they're not all well respected, and I can't do it to Griff because it's first year and he's really sensitive.
Okay.
Griff is really sensitive. Don't tell anybody I said that. It's top secret.
Just between the three of us.
Right. I don't want to tell anybody else. We keep that.
Fair.
We keep that between the coaches.
Indeed.
Very sensitive. He gets spooked easy.
Okay.
So it'd have to be Barkus. I'm telling you right now, the call is out for the young man, Justin Barkus, the associate head coach at Clark College and the third base coach here at the Pickles. He needs, for charity, to be dunked. Yep. He needs to be. Barkus needs to go down for this.
We need to look into that then. We'll run that up the flagpole, see if we can make that
100%.
Make that happen.
I know who should not get tanked, but he would raise the most money. It'd be Hoppo, not me. Okay. So anyway.
Well, Ron, did you have anything else?
Only one thing, but I think it's best if all three of us serve that up.
Sounds good. All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Go
Pickles.
Pickles.